We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Their 1st sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A tackle made by J.T. Woods. Well, it's defense for the Cowboys. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Past the 20. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and 1. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Burrow will throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 2.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And Burrow going to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Gun.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Burrow to Barkley on the check down. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, he dumps it off to Barkley.
Touchdown, Washington.
Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something that... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11 MT,
A give to Barkley out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
11. They gotta go.
Now Burrow. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
12. 11 mighty.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that play was the defensive front that won the battle. They leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll set up to throw.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to swell the lead to 6.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's Barkley on the counter. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 11 11 11. 11 11. 11 11 11 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
11 MT.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by David Long, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That was an excellent come from behind.